Springfield So Cheesy coming up next after this on the Morning Waffle.
We're doing the truffle shuffle. Hold on.
Yeah, we're shuffling here.
Bear with us. That's yours.
We'll be right back.
Oh, no. Oh, the whole world's going to get to watch me do this.
Oh, everybody's been wanting to see this.
That's the noise.
Lauren, get in the chair. Awesome.
You made it.
Here's your microphone. Lauren, I'm going to trade. I'm going to give you mine.
Okay. I got this one. Truffle shuffle.
And I'm going to take this one. Do you have a headset over there, Chris?
No. Okay.
Okay, you take Lauren's. Watch, this is awesome.
I've warmed it up. I don't know if that is that mic on?
That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. I warmed those up for you, and now I have some.
Weird.
I have some chilly headphones.
Someone else's mic is on my mic.
I hope nobody has.
Someone else's butter on my butter.
I hope nobody has head lice because we.
I 100% have head lice.
There you go,
Newsflash,
Chris.
I've got head lice.
Oh boy.
And it's incurable.
Oh, I'm so thankful for our fans that just went ahead and started the show without us. Good morning, Beth.
Wow.
Well, you missed the plaid memo.
Y'all got to see how I am in most of my friendships right there. Just come in on my terms, mess everything up.
With a big smile on his face.
Hey,
do you have room
you
for
guys
one
mind
more?
sliding over?
Scooch.
Move.
I'm here.
Shauna's
Aren't you
on
blessed
there,
I'm here?
Beth
Yeah, I
and
am
Heather
I feel
and
very blessed that you're here. I'm very
all
glad
of
you're
our
here.
all of our fans, our friends, or I don't like to call them fans. I like to call them friends.
They're our friends.
Hey,
They're
and,
friends.
and I got to say this. I got to share
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
I got to meet Beth
Hey.
Friday
I have
night.
She's majestic.
at the football game. We sat near one another, and she said, "Hi, Chris." And I said, "Hello." She goes, "Do you know who I am?" And I had to get right here. She goes, "It's Beth from the show,
From the Morning Waffle.
from the Morning Waffle."
From the Morning Waffle.
So and I said, "Beth, when I see you, you're about this big on a screen 6 feet away."
That's right.
So,
Yeah. It's a big screen, but
Yeah.
it's a small picture on
Yeah.
a big tiny screen.
big screen,
That's
small.
awesome.
but she is delightful.
She is delightful.
So Beth's calling out the rain today. She's a fan.
It's right.
I'm a big
boy,
fan
we
of
needed
the
it
rain.
bad.
We did. We needed it right now.
It was ridiculous.
My little new pond that I had dug this summer was getting a little low. The frogs were all kind of huddled up together. That's all the room they had. They were
on top of each other.
but that was good. But
That's good.
We went out to the range on Sunday and shot a little bit. And on the way back, I'm waiting on a guy to just close the gate behind us, and I look over and I'm like, turkeys. There are turkeys over there. Nice. And I had no shotguns on me at the time. I've got 2 tags with no shotguns.
I was going to say, it's October.
Seems
so
weird.
Yeah. So
you didn't have a shotgun
we
on
drove,
your person.
Is it over now, though?
I did not have
morning,
the
Vicky.
appropriate shotgun on my person, I should say. There were shotguns available, but I didn't have.
I feel like there were shotguns available.
There were.
I think
but they
the
were
season
loaded
ended
with,
over the weekend, didn't
Did it? I don't
No,
know.
you got till October 31st.
Oh, I thought it
On-
was the first 3 weeks of October. See, I never do fall turkey season
It's
unless
good
I have my bow
October.
in hand.
But we drove over by them. There were 6. They all looked like hens, but they were good size.
Mm-hmm.
And we got probably within 20 feet of them in the truck, and they're just like looking at the truck, and like, oh, maybe we should leave.
Oh.
And they all left. But
Oh my, we've got something here that's large. Makes noise.
they were not.
It might want to kill us.
They were not too shy.
We were talking over the weekend about how turkeys like turkey gets shot, and other turkeys come around like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Are you okay?
They'll beat it up like, I told you I was stronger than you.
This is my chance.
Dude, I'm dead.
That's
I'm
exactly
beating you
what
up
it was.
anyway. It's pretty funny to watch. Yeah, they do. They just
And
peck
then
them
they
to death.
spur.
I went back
Spur.
yesterday afternoon to see if I could find them with my appropriate shotgun, and they were nowhere to be seen. So
Good morning, Emma.
try that again. Yeah, hi Emma, it's on there. But
Oh, man.
so what was the thing you wanted to talk about?
Oh, I've been living in the 90s for
Living
a
in the
couple weeks.
90s, the Escape Club. Living in the 90s, living in the Wild Wild West.
So
I won't try to sing it this time.
I'm doing a house project, which is no secret if you drive by my house. And we had to disconnect the outside unit of the AC and heat, which we have a heat pump, so the outside unit does both. And so we had to disconnect it for that, which has been wonderful because the weather's been very reasonable, except for that cold snap, right? So we
Yeah.
don't have central air and heat. And then
Suzanne had turkeys in her yard.
and then on Friday, we got a Ring doorbell thing. We
Oh,
weren't
those are
home, but I
fun.
couldn't answer it, and it was a MediaCom technician, and I was like, "Well, I tried to log in and answer him, and sometimes it doesn't always work."
Like, yeah, you called for service last July. We're here to.
We're here, which I have not had any problems with MediaCom in Rogersville, and so I was like, why is he there? That's weird because he has hard hat on and everything. And then shortly that we lost Ring feed, and I was like.
Now you know
weird.
why he's there.
And then Sunday, because Jesse was at a work thing, and I went to spend some time with the family at the cabin, and I was like, oh crap, we don't have internet. And then they're like, called MediaCom, and they're like, oh, it's probably your modem. And I'm like, no, there's a video of a guy ringing the doorbell and then getting a ladder off his truck. We got disconnected.
And immediately after that, we lost service.
And then it's gone.
And then it's gone.
And they're like, oh,
I'm just sitting over here thinking about the Seinfeld episode where Kramer schedules the cable guy to come, and he won't answer the door because he made him wait, and so now he's making him wait. It's just great
that
episode.
is great, yeah.
yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
I have
I'm sorry.
no central
We
heat
know
here,
you
and I
called.
don't have internet. So.
We are on
Ladies.
streaming on MediaCom as we speak. So
Oh, well, MediaCom.
If you're
one
listening.
of your local celebrities, me, needs their internet back. Jesse can't work from home because
Just
internet's
saying.
cut.
Does he work off a laptop?
Yeah. Well, he works. It's a hybrid. He works at the office and at home. And
I was
currently
just going to say, he
officing.
could come hang out at the coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
and-
He thought about trying to work in our office, but he's like, it's far too distracting.
Storytime
there.
Coffee Company has great Wi-Fi.
He does.
Just
yeah.
throwing that out there. A lot of
throwing
people
it out.
like to work there.
No, he's got to have a dual monitor set up, and I mean, it's a whole thing. It's
a whole
thing.
thing,
I mean, he
yeah.
can do it simply on a laptop, but it is much more efficient on the whole setup. So yeah, they just took out my internet for no reason. I think the guy had the wrong address.
Oops.
So they just disconnect, like
Just totally disconnected it.
so like they thought you canceled service.
I
or-
think they thought I canceled.
Did you
'cause
pay your bill?
I paid my bill. Well, and I got to thinking about that. I highly doubt if you haven't paid your bill that they knock before that.
Yeah.
That doesn't really add up. That seems like a good way to get a whole lot of
They
confrontation.
just they just
right.
hire a sniper and take out your modem
Yeah,
from
there's
a
like
distance.
pew. You're just standing there in the yard on your phone, and pew, and then you're like, huh, pew pew.
Yeah, because they could just cut you off with the just
Yeah, just button.
you're out.
You're done.
No, so I mean, he totally. It's my neighbor was like, oh yeah, he was on the pole, and then he was at the box at your house. I was like, crap. So no central air and heat and no
Ooh.
internet.
No.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
your internet run your central air and
No,
heat?
dude, you missed the beginning of the story.
I
It's
did.
cut out for the project.
I was probably working.
Will
on
never
it.
listens to me.
I don't.
I heard it.
I didn't. I
So
tried.
that's why I'm living in the night. Jesse and I, neither one of us had
Living-
central air and heat in the 90s
Oh yeah.
at our houses. We did not.
Wow.
Yeah. There was no central
Wow.
heat. I mean, there was heat and air. It was
I
just in the
forget
form of,
you grew up over there in
in Texas County.
Texas County where
And he's Ozark
didn't have
County.
utilities yet.
No, we didn't have indoor plumbing.
Now that you mention it,
That's
I
a
do
lie.
remember you talking about that, but I was so horrified by the lack of internet access, I think I blocked it out.
Your brain blocked it. You're
The
like,
nerd was like, no internet? What?
I know.
pew.
I can't believe I got all the way through law school with no internet. I mean, how did that happen?
You had to go check books out of the
I know,
library.
it was
Hell,
weird.
Bucks.
Microfiche.
Yep. I've done it all. I've had all that
I like
stuff.
your
but-
pronunciation. Pronounce. I can't even say that.
The
Microfiche?
Microfiche.
microfiche.
Spell microfiche.
M-I-C-R-O-F-I-C-H-E. Microfiche.
Somebody check us.
You probably say microfish.
Microfiche.
Microfiche.
Back there, you got to get that on the microfiche.
We ain't got no central air and heat, no internet. Microfiche.
At the
Just doing my research on the microfish.
Down
I
at
had
the
to go to a card catalog.
down at the library.
At the library. Exactly. Oh, specifically speaking.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So I read this morning that the United States government owns 1.5 billion pounds of. Can you guess it?
Crude oil.
Cheese.
I was going to say, I think we're going to
The
cheese.
strategic reserve of cheese.
Cheese, yeah, we do. And apparently it's because we've been buying dairy. The government buys dairy to help keep the price up. But the Americans have. We used to consume the equivalent of half a cup of dairy a day, and now we're down to a third a cup a day. So the government
Like drinking that oat milk.
That's right. Government buys
almond
it,
milk.
stores it as cheese. 1.5 billion pounds of cheese.
They're gonna start rotating that.
$3.3 billion worth of cheese, and the largest stockpile of it is in Springfield Underground.
Underground.
So
Let's do a cheese heist.
That cheeses me off.
that would be
Ocean's 11 cheese.
that would be a great movie, wouldn't it?
Oh,
It'd be
really
amazing.
would.
It'd be a
The
great
Great
parody.
Cheese Heist.
The Great Cheese Heist.
Oh my goodness.
So
We didn't
back-
think about how heavy all this cheese was going to be.
I've heard legend. Have you ever heard of Reagan cheese?
No, I haven't.
Have you heard of Reagan cheese?
I knew about Reagan and the
No.
jelly beans. But
Back in the day, there was, now it's called SNAP benefits, but back in the day, there was
government cheese.
government cheese.
Government
Oh, yeah, I
cheese.
knew all about the government cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, government
Oh
cheese.
my goodness.
Government cheese was a thing.
Yeah,
They
government
need
cheese.
to be distributing the current cheese they have. Because, I'd take cheese.
Yeah, best piling on.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're getting it now.
Cheesy for
Government's
a while.
cheesy.
You guys
We're
are so
cheesy. We
cheesy.
knew that, Shauna. We had that already figured out.
100%.
Right, yeah, I got that.
But, cheese goes bad at some point, right? Are they gonna do something with that cheese?
I don't know. You gonna do something with all that cheese?
Hey, you gonna
Eat that cheese?
you gonna eat that cheese?
Hey, can we eat that cheese? We're gonna have barbecue. We need some cheese.
Some cheese.
I wonder if it's in like
Taco
Velveeta form.
Tuesday tonight. I could use some
I
cheese.
kind of wonder what kind of cheese it is.
It's gotta be
Queso, if you
Velveeta.
will.
Get a
It's
queso.
Velveeta.
It's got to be Velveeta. It's shelf stable or Cheese Whiz.
I guess
It's
that's true.
it's freeze
It's
dried.
not in a cooler.
But I'm
there's
going
no
to
way.
craft.
Good point.
It'd be a big cooler.
It's
That is
Billion
one
pounds
massive
of cheese
cooler.
in a big cooler.
No, you think? Because they make that like that Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
They're not making
But you got a wheel of that. There's some money there.
We need somebody who's got the inside scoop on the cheese situation. Not because we're going to steal it, but because we want to know about
Drawings,
the cheese.
diagrams, maps.
No,
all
people
of it.
love the government cheese. They like it was delicious.
It was good.
Apparently.
We discovered it in high school because apparently there was like a bucket, and they would set it over to the side next to like where the pickles and the onions were if you wanted to get a little extra on your
little condiments.
on your burger. But there's a bucket of cheese, and we're like, this is
In
good
what
cheese.
form?
It was
Shredded?
no, it was white
Cubed?
cheese. It was like chunk blocks, like cubes of white cheese.
So you just go grab yourself.
Just go grab some cheese out of the bucket. Yeah, at Logan Rogers High School. It was great. We used to eat the cheese. It was good.
Government
I love
cheese.
it.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was government cheese. It's like here.
It would be right. Would have been during the Reagan era because, like I said, I have it in my mind as Reagan cheese.
Yeah. I was in high school. I graduated high school in
And I didn't
1989.
make
That was
So-
80 to 88, right? So
80 to 88, and I didn't graduate till 89.
you
So
go.
yeah, I was totally Reagan was totally the man when I was in high school.
Reagan cheese.
Reagan's still the man.
He
just
is
to be
still
clear.
the man. He is very much the man. He was awesome.
So we need more. Anybody who's got lowdown on this cheese cash
Situation.
in underground, let us know.
Yeah.
I had a client who was a cheese scientist one time that explained to
Really?
me. This is real. This is real. How they make Velveeta.
That's not cheese.
Yeah, it's cheese.
It's cheese Jello.
Yeah.
Cheese flavored
It
Jello.
is all of the cheese like
You
extra.
don't
Like,
talk about the 80s. I mean, we lived off Rotel dip in the 80s.
people are still living off
Yeah, that's
Rotel.
true.
Oh, that's retro.
Yeah.
That is.
How do you
There's-
retro
I,
Rotel?
I can
Retro
make
Rotel.
a really good smoked cheese dip out of Velveeta. It's pretty good.
Like Velveeta before. Yeah.
Before
So, yeah, no, you take all the, like in the
Scraps.
cheese production, you take all of the scraps and it gets reconstituted and mixed with some stuff to create Velveeta.
Kind of like Spam.
Yeah.
You just
And
take
hot
all
dogs.
the scraps and reconstitute it into something else.
You know, it was very interesting to me because I've always been a Velveeta fan. Don't knock it. It's good stuff.
You know, I am enjoying. I know, it's no
delicious.
problem. It's great stuff. And I like Spam. Spam's good too. It's all tasty.
I like Spam.
And you get a cheese, and you get a. Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one to me, Beth.
And you get a cheese, and you get a cheese. She's probably just making
You
fun
get a
of us.
cheese,
Oh,
and you
it's
get a
probably-
cheese, and you get a
Everybody
TikTok, so
gets
everybody gets
a
a
I
cheese.
think she's talking
Cheese.
about my high school experience
Yeah.
where we all just get cheese.
Everybody gets cheese.
Can we bring back buckets of available cheese?
I can just see Oprah, and you get a cheese, and you get a cheese.
That's what
and
she's
you get a
getting at.
cheese.
What
Yeah.
about a car made of cheese? Just putting it out there. Cheese wheels.
Cheese
Well,
wheels.
just little buckets everywhere. Like
Yeah,
your
there
grandma
it is.
had hard
Okay,
candy, just
Yeah.
a tray of cheese right there.
Yeah.
At every store you go to, toothpicks and
Just a-
cheese.
I mean, they need to do something with it.
Yep.
Yep. I am enjoying the rain. However, I need McDonald's to make a little adjustment because
Oh.
their little roof over where you get your food from the
Yep.
very pleasant young man in the morning.
Yep.
The lights leak, and so when the water gets on that little roof,
Oh,
the
you got a
drips
problem.
of water come down through that, and they drip right in your open window of my truck. And
It's
so
not good.
that I need that addressed.
This is a
quickly.
good segue. Chris, are we doing chili or what? You can
Yeah.
have cheese on top.
Yeah, chili. There's a chili cook-off this
It's
Friday
happening.
at what used to be First Friday, but now it's just some Friday.
Off Friday.
Off Friday,
Yeah, I can see, Stephen, how the rain would
the last Friday.
make your work a little difficult.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
It makes that
Ooh.
poo soggy. But you don't do. He didn't just do poo anymore. He does
That's right. They do
all
Does
kinds
all
of things.
pet services.
all pet services.
Yep.
That's good. So tell us more about the
First
Friday.
Friday,
the
last
last
Friday.
Friday.
The last Friday, we finally get to have this event. So we're actually doing the spam cook-off and the chili cook-off because
Are
we
you
had
now?
to cancel the last one. So whatever contest you want to
It's
enter,
a cook-off.
put spam in your chili.
Spam chili.
And I hear there's plenty of cheese
Yes,
to put on top.
that's
So
right.
No, hey, this Friday, all the proceeds go to Bridges for Youth,
Cool.
which is an amazing after-school ministry where it just gets kids off the streets, and these
Yeah,
people
need to do
do
that.
an amazing job. 4 different locations in Springfield, one in Stratford, one in Marshfield, and I pray someday in Raj. But anyway, it's an awesome ministry, and so all the money we make. So when you show up and sample the chili, you put $1 in there to vote.
Buck a vote.
$1 a vote. Yeah, you put $5 in, vote 5 times if you want. But anyway, all that money is going to a great cause. So
I like
come
it.
on out. We haven't had one since June. So yeah, because we took July and August off, and then September got canceled.
And the
So
rain, yep.
so here we are, and it's going to be nice, like fall-like weather.
It does
That's
look
exciting.
like good weather on
Yeah,
Friday.
Yeah, beautiful fall weather.
I wish I could be there. I'd love to.
Yeah, I
do both
understand
of
you got to
those
be gone,
things.
but that's all right.
Yeah.
So bring out your best chili, Lauren. You bringing second place chili?
I've got to get through a couple things this week.
What, do you have a house project going on or something?
My calendar notices
Do you
on
need
Friday
internet for
or
chili?
on Thursday. No, my calendar notifications on Thursday are so crammed and full that it looks like layer cake. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I will
So
give.
I'm gonna try. I'm processing the week is a good way to put it.
I'm going to give away my secret to winning chili right now. So if you're listening, this is the winner. So you go to Valley Mountain Quality Meat and you buy a chuck roast and you buy a pork shoulder. And if you can talk Vicky Westerling out of one of her picnic roasts of that Mangalitsa, that's kicking it.
scared.
And you take them and you smoke them and you use that as your chili meat. And that'll
That'll do it.
That'll
That'll
do it.
get you.
Not only did you get the winning recipe, but you also got an advert for Valley Mountain Quality Meats.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of our show sponsors.
That's right.
I like it.
That's right.
Well played.
And if you're lacking energy to get that done, go see Shauna at Nourished.
See, Lauren, that's all you need. You just need to go to Nourished.
She'll plug you in.
And
get
Thursday
plugged
will
in.
not look
That's
like
what you need. You need the juice.
a 7-layer cake. It will look like a beef cake.
It'll
I'm
be a
having
delicious.
Full of
7-layer
energy.
cake day. That's a new slogan. That's a
7-layer
new
cake
term.
day.
I'm
It
having
is.
a 7-layer cake day.
I like it because I know exactly what you're talking about when they're just stacked
they're
up
just
on the
top,
calendar.
and some of them overlap, and
Yes.
you're just like, I'm very stressed about that day
And do you see
coming
the
up.
positivity in that? Because people like cake.
Yep.
Yeah, cake is good.
Cake is
I
good.
like stacked
7
up
layers of
calendars
it.
like that because that usually means it's a big money day. And so,
Not this day.
yeah. I understand
No,
that too.
no,
It's
no.
like
These are
doctor's
not
appointment.
money-related
Yeah,
things.
that's unfortunate.
These are school and PTA because it's the what is that? Parent teacher conference is up
Yep.
and it's a half day of school and it's there's other stuff and things. Yeah.
You're investing in the community. That's what that is. You're
100%.
filling your
and
bucket.
The Wildcat Closet is open tonight from 2 to 4. Our friends at One Community host it open on the last Tuesday of the month. So if you know of an LR student that is needing some clothes or hygiene items, please send them our way.
That's right, Emma.
Whoever they can shop for.
Start strong on Coffee Time Thursday. And if you too would like to invest in the community, call our friends at Reese Nichols Real Estate. They can help you invest in the community. And once you get here, you want to fit in, you're going to need your pickup cover from Sportsland Pickup Covers so that you'll look like all those other hillbillies.
You've about got it all. And, there's one more.
Yeah. Well, we've got the Resource Center for your financial planning and estate planning. You can call us at Worsham Law Firm, and we'll get you all hooked up. You got everything you need right here on the screen.
And
you got your pastor of the Story Church and
and cheese and coffee
and cheese and coffee.
Oh, gross!
Coffee story time.
Cheese and coffee. That is not a
coffee. Badges. We don't need no badges.
I'm still back on the story time on the London Fog. I'm still drinking those. And
that's a great fall drink.
And your guy this morning, he asked me, he's like, "So what did you drink before the London Fog?" And I'm like, "Well, I just drank black coffee." And somebody pointed out to me, because I'm like, I don't really know why I switched, but then I put it all together. I think it was COVID. I think the COVID kind of put me off the black coffee for a little bit.
It'll mess up the bitter flavors.
It does.
And so that's when I switched to the London Fog, which is my current morning hot beverage of choice. It's good. That gray sweater might be good, but I can't drink something that makes me think of something gray and fuzzy. I just
valid.
Great drink, bad name. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I've never drank it, so I'm going to assume
I'm not a tea guy.
It's a great drink, but I'm not that name.
You just can't jump on eating wool.
Yeah, the name kind of, but it's a cold drink too. I think I saw it down.
Yes.
I was taking a look at it this morning. But
you can get it cold or hot.
Oh, hot or cold.
And I didn't get out to the Farm and Harvest Festival on Saturday because I was out of town. But it
was delightful.
It sounded like a majestic event.
It really was. I wasn't
awesome.
out there for very long, but my goodness, there were a ton of people out there. It was neat. Yeah, I just think in a town like this, it's just awesome to have stuff like that where you just go meet your neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah. And there were a ton of people out there. Saw a lot of people I knew and many I didn't know, and got to meet some people.
Good.
So
well, we missed it. We went down to the Project Hope shoot Sporting Clay's shooting event that was raising money to build houses and hospitals and schools in Nicaragua and Haiti and places like that. And I shot terrible.
It
was not a good day for me. I didn't, but Jack hit 39 out of 50, and my sister Sarah, who is our Rogersville Trap coach, took top female.
Oh, good job, Sarah.
So
excellent.
She had a 36, so she had a good day.
I shot a Coke can with a Red Ryder BB gun.
Excellent.
Pink, first shot.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Pretty good.
Pink, I did that over the weekend. JR was shooting with the littles, the kids, teaching them how to shoot, and they were getting kind of mad because they couldn't hit the can. And I was like, let me show you how it's done. Walked up there, pink. And I shoot left-handed even though I'm right-handed because I can't close.
It's an eye thing.
Oh, wow.
It's an eye dominant
So
thing.
I've always shot left-handed.
Wow.
I'm a pretty good shot.
Sounds like it. That's awesome.
But I saw myself in Clara because Clara's petite, right? So there she was trying to hold this, and there's not enough distance between her shoulders. So the butt of the gun's up here, and her little hand is on the trigger, trying to pull it double.
It's called the drop length. Is that right?
Because I mean, she can't
pull.
She's not big enough to physically do this, and gosh, it makes her so mad. And I'm like, Clara, I understand, kiddo. And she's like, when am I going to be tall enough? I'm like, never. I'm not tall enough. I still have to climb up on kitchen counters to get things, right? I still have to step on shelves at Walmart or ask people to get me stuff. Never.
It's
a thing.
It's your lot in life.
But I did. It was right back to when I was a kid, learning to shoot.
It goes both ways, though, because like I'm at home and I'm looking for something, and it's been put on the bottom shelf in the back. I'm just like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. I got to get off. I got to get all the way down there.
My back's going to hurt.
Yeah, I know.
And I may never recover from this.
That's right.
I'm going to get this pan, but I'm going to pay for it the rest of the day.
I will never financially
recover from this.
We all
fight different battles. I'm never going to fight it.
Getting up is going to be a struggle.
It is. It is. I wake up sore in the morning. I'm like...
Because of short people.
Yes.
It's always
putting everything down low.
It was like that workout yesterday got me. Wait a second.
That was just a nap.
tissues. Cry me a river.
Yeah.
But no, it's really neat to see your kids and cousins do the things that you did as kids
fun.
and siblings and stuff, right? It's really cool. It's a hoot.
Yeah.
I mean, they yelled the entire time. They were so excited, and one kid barfed. It was one of mine.
Excellent.
Somebody always barfs at the cousins trips, don't they?
Isn't that the truth?
Why does somebody always puke?
Because they ate a bunch of candy
They
out
ate
of
a bunch of
grandma's
crap.
hard candy dish.
And they were packed into the back of the hot car and driven around on side roads, right?
Oh, yes. And it's just because we can't reach it anyway.
I think that's a pun.
And anytime there's
I'm
a
gonna have to hand
cousins
it to
trip,
you,
somebody's always
you can't reach it
barfing.
yourself.
Somebody can't hang. They've eaten too much junk food, and they just can't do it. And and mom always takes the brunt of the barf.
Of course.
It's always sorry. We've had a good conversation this morning.
Lovely. Hope you're not eating breakfast.
Yeah, I know.
Probably eating cheese.
Could be eating cheese. Apparently,
that's a
we need to
terrible
go to
thing
work
to
on the cheese. If we, everybody needs to up their dairy
I
consumption.
think the government needs to distribute the cheese. I'm just saying.
Everybody's allergic to dairy now.
Well, that's kind of true. Actually, this was really interesting. I read that we're actually humans were all supposed to be allergic to dairy. You're only supposed to be
read that.
lactose. You're lactose intolerant after you reach a certain age. So I guess once you wean off mother's milk, you're supposed to be
done
lactose
with it.
intolerant.
Huh.
But
Why?
Northern Europeans developed a
love for milk.
a genetic anomaly, became lactose tolerant. And so that's why there was a big, I don't know if it's big, but there was just this little thing that made the news that was like, why milk is racist. Because white people tend to not be lactose intolerant as opposed to other ethnicities that tend to be lactose intolerant. So milk is therefore in dairy, and the
can't
whole
make
dairy
this
industry
stuff
is
up.
racist.
What?
I'm not sure you can
So-
blame somebody for that. That's just genetics.
My whole thing is-
But yeah, anyway.
Hey, if
These
eating ice cream is racist, then I guess I'm a racist.
And so just to prove how bad our government is, see, they're stockpiling all that racist cheese down there. Springfield Underground.
We've taken another turn.
I gotta go. I got things to do.
I don't know what that means, Shauna.
Cheese to find.
I think that's
I
the
do
lactose
think a lot of people
intolerant
have
thing.
bowel problems because they don't eat a balanced diet, right?
need to
we
eat
all know
more-
that that's a problem. But let's talk about cave people. They weren't eating a balanced diet
We need more Lauren Brook kimchi to get the good.
to get you going.
good-
I need to make some more.
Good bacteria.
Dude, that
going
was
in.
good stuff.
I'm going to make some more soon.
I used the last of what you gave me to make kimchi fried rice, and it was
good.
good. Yeah, it was good.
Good.
I enjoyed that.
I'm going to make some more soon.
Jack ate it all. I got like 2 bites. He's on so Jack and the good chunk of the FFA crew, they're on their way to the national conference
Yay.
as of yesterday. It may be there today. I should probably look at the chip tracker I had installed on him and see where he's at.
Yep,
Right
the
now,
chip
so-
tracker. What's your status?
Called an iPhone.
Yeah. Well, it's that Life 360 app, man.
Oh, volleyball had their season ended last night. I obviously didn't get to watch it, but I heard the score or I listened to the score as it was going, and that was very tight.
Tight game. Tight match.
Tight game, tight match. So I am. I know it's tough. It would be very weird when you get to the senior point. And,
Oh yeah,
you know,
last
the
game.
last one. It would be weird
Still very fresh
for
in my
anything.
mind.
For anything, yeah.
Yep. Soccer plays district tournament next week. So we got 2 games this week and then
Yep.
districts, and we're the number 1 seed. And we're 19 wins, 3 losses, and it's always a reality. Like, we've had a great season, and yet one bad night, and it all ends.
Yeah,
So-
that's
It was it was tight. It was tight matches last night. It was tough. It went to 5 sets, and it's rough.
Yep.
Yeah, we watched those. The trap season ends in August, so we are up in Sparta, Illinois.
Holy
usually.
moly! When does
they're-
it start?
Starts they
In
usually,
August.
No,
Just kidding.
March.
So it goes all summer long.
Yeah, it's the summer, primarily summer sport.
Oh yeah, that's
kind of a good weather
new
sport.
announcement. There's going to be it's going to be like trap, where it's going to be
Club.
club men's volleyball.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a big deal because my understanding, I don't know all the details, but it's like the first in this area, right?
So Logan Beach,
Yeah.
he played at Culver Stockton. He was our assistant soccer coach last year, but he's a volleyball guy. So he coaches at 417 Volleyball Club, and then now at the school. And so he's been
That's
pushing for this for a long time, and he's pretty excited that
That's awesome.
Branson is also adding it, and so they're trying to add more schools. So obviously you have
awesome.
other teams
That
to
is
play.
cool.
It's a great sport. Like,
It really is.
Why,
That's actually the one I was good at.
I would have loved that.
Volleyball's fun as heck. It's awesome.
Because I didn't want to play basketball, but I would have loved to have played. If that had been a winter sport for guys, that would have been my winter sport.
I might have actually been an athlete but for that because
Well, Will, you would have played a sport. Let's not say you would have been an athlete.
Oh,
all right,
cheese
I'll
burn.
take that.
Pew pew.
That's
Cheese
fine.
burn.
I'll take it. Cheese burn. I'm gonna put some cheese on that.
Drizzle some cheese.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Burns.
resist. That was me. I'm sorry.
I was
No, that's
tall.
totally
sorry, not
fair.
sorry.
I was tallish and skinny, so I couldn't really play basketball because I didn't have enough.
Didn't have enough girth.
Bulk, but I could whenever
Since
we played.
there's no tall, skinny guys that play basketball.
And it's a fairly small playing surface, so there's not a ton of room.
You don't have to
get-
run
you
very
don't have
much.
to go very far. Yeah.
But I could jump, and but I dominated in physical education class when it was the volleyball unit. I was.
You know what I loved?
Wasn't that Newcomb though? Not volleyball.
What was that?
I think it kind of was. You just tried to spike it as hard as you could.
I remember getting in a yelling match in the volleyball PE unit. You know how you used to do units where you
Yes.
do whatever sport, and this was high school PE. And I'm going to say it was probably my sophomore or junior year. And I got in a screaming match with one of the senior boys during volleyball.
Lauren's competitive edge came out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you were just giving it to him.
Oh, I mean, we got
You
into
come down
it.
here, you're gonna get it.
Yes, Chastity is missing her kitty cat. It's over crap. I forgot where, but it's in Rogersville, and it's probably over on around Center Street area. It looks kind of Siamese, right, Chastity?
Yeah, you can drop a picture in the comments
Drop a picture,
or
yes.
something like that.
So keep an eye out for a kind of a Siamese looking kitty cat. That's sad.
Yeah. And if you find the cat, you can contact us here at the K-ROG, and we'll get the information passed.
Yeah, and she's
if
got
we
a
need to,
post
or-
about it. So look for a post on Rogersville
Okay.
Residence page, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's a bummer.
Be happy to help find the
That's
lost
one of
kitty.
the reasons I'm nervous to get a cat, because it's like they're easily, they kind of disappear easy. They get out. You gotta
Ours
save
doesn't.
them.
Our Charlie, our
Okay.
oldest cat, he wants out. He's always trying to get out, but if he does get out, he's like at the door, like in 5 minutes. Like
He's like,
I'm
it's terrible
I'm
out here.
gonna
I
need back in.
I need back
I need
in.
back
It's
in.
awful. It's
Yeah.
raining.
I can't do this. I thought I was an outside cat. I'm not.
Yeah,
not.
that's
I got
exactly what I
scared.
was like.
I thought I had a sense of adventure about me, but I don't.
Okay, this is funny. You ready for this? So, cat's scared. My little niece, my little niece, Ollie, who's less than 2, went on kind of a spooky ghost walk at a thing the other day, right?
Okay.
It wasn't actually scary. They just went for a walk in the dark. Well, it turns out she loved it. So now she's like, to my brother Ryan, she's like, outside, dark, wants to go on a dark walk every night. And he gets out there with a flashlight. She's like, boo, baby boo, mommy boo. And Ryan's like, it's terrifying.
She's not scared. He is.
It's like-
he's totally terrified.
Baby
Ollie, who
boo,
is
doo, doo,
adventurous,
doo, doo,
yes,
baby boo, doo, doo,
less
doo,
than
doo,
2 years
doo,
old is
doo.
like, dark, boo, baby boo. So it's haunted. That part
Love
of
it.
Rogersville's haunted.
Love it.
You gotta love the stuff the kids
Have
do.
you guys discovered that show, Ghosts,
No.
on TV?
No.
Hilarious.
Like, what is it? Is it?
It's a comedy.
This
is
isn't
why it's
like
hilarious.
a spooky documentary.
No.
type thing.
No. It's like a CBS show or something. I don't know, but it's actually based off of a BBC British show.
Okay.
But
Inherently funny then.
But this gal inherits a house and they decide they're going to turn it into an Airbnb. She and her husband move into it. And there are ghosts that live in the house.
Oh, you gotta watch them.
And so the ghosts are trying, in the first episode, they're trying to scare her out, but scare them out. But what they manage to do is she falls down the stairs and hits her head and almost dies.
Oh.
And so now she can see ghosts, but her husband can't.
Oh.
Her husband can't see him, so the ghosts are always interacting with her, and so she'll be standing in the room talking. He's like, "Which one are you talking to now, babe?" And
So it's just a cheesy good time.
Yeah, and then you start getting the backstory of all the ghosts and how they became ghosts and why they are the way they are. Like there's a scoutmaster with an arrow through his neck, which is kind of funny. But the American one is only ends starting season 3. There's already 3 full seasons or 4 of the BBC version, and so you can, if you have, I think we have HBO Max and specifically to be able to watch the British one. So we're watching the British ones now, but
I'm still
it's a funny
waiting
show.
to find the quintessential Rogersville ghost story, and no one has been able to tell me
I
it.
don't know that there is.
You've been
one.
asking for that for years.
So disappointed.
We don't have ghosts here.
I don't get it.
We've prayed them all out.
That's right. We have Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
You don't belong here.
Go on,
Get out of here.
Now we
devil.
just get rid of the communists.
There is no legend that y'all drove around on back roads.
I
and
think
told
we're
each
just
other.
going to have to make one up about the caboose.
Did you
I think
guys-
that's what we need to do is make up
good idea.
a story about the caboose.
So did you back road here in school? Well, you were not. You didn't go. to
Well,
school
yeah,
here.
but of course they
Yeah,
did.
sure.
You went back road.
Just drive around the back roads.
Yeah.
The Ozarks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
What else are you gonna
I
do?
get that kids don't really do that anymore, which
No,
is
they're
devastating
on
to
their
me.
phones.
You learn so much on dirt roads in the middle of the night.
I didn't know this went over that way.
Wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes
What you saying?
good, sometimes bad.
What are you saying, Lauren?
But I really meant that in an
I gotta go.
innocent way.
Continue.
So, but no. Then there was the ghost stories, right?
Mm.
That you told, you passed down. Your older brother, your older sister told you hey, you can't go out on
Yep.
Bagwell's Road.
Well,
or you'll die.
There was an old abandoned house. I think it's torn down now, but I think everybody would have probably pointed that one as potentially being haunted, although there weren't really any stories about it. But if you were to go north town,
boring.
I really meant that innocently. I swear I did.
we know you did. That's what makes it funny. If you go north of town on B Highway, you can take a left and go on D, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
If you go the other way, that used to be a dirt road. And if you went about, a quarter of a mile down there on the right, there was an old 2-story abandoned house that was all kind of dilapidated.
Spooky.
And it was,
Did
I
people
would
go
call
in
it
it?
spooky. Not that I ever heard of.
I bet somebody did.
But I'm sure they did. Yeah. But it would qualify as a spooky looking place because it had been abandoned for significant years. It was completely gray. But but I don't know of any actual stories about that.
I want someone to tell me the ghost story. There's got to be a ghost story out there. We may need to dig deep.
Well, there was an old conductor one time, and they had some problem
Yeah, you
with
got
the
a train.
train.
What?
And,
There should for sure be a train
trains
ghost
come
story.
through
He
there,
had-
should be. Yep.
Like old man Withers.
got under the train. That's total Scooby Doo right there.
Yeah, right.
And
Oh,
would've gotten away with it
Booger
if it hadn't
County
been
has
for you
lots of
meddling
back
kids.
road
and the train
haunts.
decapitated him, and now he lives in the he
the
lives
train-
he lives in
scare us
haunts.
with stories from Booger County. Dun dun dun. We had a guy walking our
Chinaman's
office the
house.
other day, and he said, "Oh, you're from Ava," and somebody naturally in the office had to go Booger County.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Booger County, and he just rolled his eyes like, "Oh, it's Booger County."
It'd be hilarious if they actually changed the name.
It'd be great.
I would like to know the legend of how Douglas County got called Booger County.
It's a good idea.
I'd like to know
We
that
would like
legend.
to know that.
Please, someone inform us when that started, and that the fact that the locals just accept it.
There is a rumor actually that borders at the Webster County, Douglas County border in the area known as Smackout. If you're unfamiliar, it's the legend of Abner's Head, and this is real. This is a real story.
This
I don't
is
know
what we're
that's
talking about.
I don't know that's an actual ghost story, but the deal is, and I'd have to kind of go back, and somebody can probably fill me in a little more. But it's been a while since I've heard it. But this old boy named Abner was somewhere like Marshfield or area like that.
Okay.
And was headed to Ava and took off on a horse. And his horse made it to Ava, but he didn't. And they found his body,
Oh, jeez.
Not his head.
but they never found his head.
This is what I'm talking about,
and,
Will. This
so-
is the ghost story.
All right.
Yeah, but you were saying Rogersville specific.
That's
Okay.
true. Yeah. And
so this is on the Webster County, Booger County border.
Yeah.
in
Where
Smackout.
Yeah, where Smackout is.
I don't know where Smackout is. I'm going to have to investigate the map.
It's right on the border. But you
Go
can't.
look for his head.
Yeah, but I actually did. I went on an Abner's head hunt one time, and we just went looking around over there.
Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
We didn't find it, but it's not Rogersville. It's kind of out there. But.
Well, I mean, our ghost stories weren't in the city limits of Houston.
Okay.
There was Poe's grave, and there was Jody Hamilton's grave. And then you out in Joplin, there's the Spook Light.
The Spook Light. But Smack Out, really small town, never incorporated. The only thing there was a general store. This is the story of Smack Out, and so as the story goes, the lady that ran the store, if you came there, you buy your sundries and your supplies and whatever you wanted. But if you asked for something and she did not have it, she would tell you, "Nope, I'm Smack Out. I'm Smack Out of that." And that's how it became known as Smack Out.
Is this real?
Yeah, that's real.
Girl Scout camp and albino farm all have been discussed in Springfield lore.
Yeah,
Springfield's got a lot. They've got the acid tunnels. They've got all kinds of creepy stuff.
Well, I think the underground kind of bears witness to this, but the legend of Springfield is there are tunnels under the whole thing,
filled with cheese.
Filled with cheese.
It will
That's what they're doing.
You.
They're just blocking the tunnels with cheese. That's what that's all about. But.
What? Okay, follow me here.
Yep.
Earth's heating up, right?
Well, that's what they say.
What if a giant lava cheese wave comes from underground?
Just starts bubbling up. Emma, I wish I knew. I can't tell you. I'll try to.
We're going to try to figure out where
research
Smack Out is. We're going to lead a guided journey to Smack Out.
I have
new Halloween tours.
I have one final story.
Every parent in Rogersville School District is like, "You idiots! Why did you talk about this? I'm going to have to go fetch my teenagers from Smack Out this weekend."
Hey, folks, the teenagers aren't listening to this. You're
yeah,
okay.
That's right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This video lasted longer than 10 seconds.
That's a good point. So I'll end this on a final story about Smack Out. And so legend has it that there was a counterfeiting ring out of Springfield.
Oh, my golly.
And the heat was on, and so they decided to get out of town, and they went out to the wilderness out this direction.
Out yonder.
And they set up their shop, and they goofed, and they accidentally printed a bunch of $7 bills.
That's embarrassing.
It is. And so one of them decided, well, I think I can handle this. And so he took some, and he went to the general store in Smack Out.
Young adults listening.
Yeah, that's right, Tatiana. And so he goes there, and this lady's there, and so he's looking around, and so he's trying to pass his $7 bill. So he goes and he gets 2 15-cent candy sticks, right?
Okay.
And so he takes those up to the counter and he gives them to her, and she rings that up for 30 cents, right?
Yep.
He gives her the $7 bill. She doesn't bat an eye. She gives him, I screwed up the story already. They're $15 bills.
Okay, $15 bills. Okay.
So he goes to pay with this $15 bill. She gives him back 2 $7 bills and 2 35-cent pieces.
So she had just some $7 bills. Well,
that's the story. See, it's supposed to be kind of a joke.
So
you really did screw that one
I really
up.
just
You just butchered it.
I did.
It was her touche moment.
You get two. She gave him back 2 $7 bills and 2 35.
This sounds very much like the Tyrone version of Texas County. Yeah. Smack Out Webster. Is it in Webster or Douglas County? Or
yes.
Right on
yeah, it's
both.
Yeah, that's
straddles
what they say. That's what
the
they
line.
say. Yeah.
See, this is what I've been needing for 2 years now. I've been asking. It's Smack Out.
Just been sitting.
We were
here.
so focused on you saying a Rogersville spook story.
Well, I mean, I should have been more a general story told by the youth to scare each other on back roads. No, because Tyrone there was a literal, and it may still be happening, a witch festival that happens in Tyrone. I mean, they came from around the U.S. to have a celebration. It's called Wovenwold. My friend stole their sign. Yes, Wiccan. It was a Wiccan festival. Sound effects.
Thank you,
No,
Garrett.
there was a Wiccan festival that happened in Tyrone back in the day. I don't know if it still is or not, but it was happening when I was in high school.
We needed a wah, wah.
I know. We'll have to find one. Wah, wah, wah.
That's what I was listening
I'll
for.
work on it. Yeah. No, I don't have one of those.
Smack Out it is. All right. So,
there you go.
man, I like it. Is there any remnants of the old general store?
I don't know. We'll have to go look.
Maybe go look for it and maybe find Abner's head.
All right. We'll do some research.
Somebody look for Abner's head this weekend,
We'll get
please.
back to you.
It's good old-fashioned teenage fun.
Come out to
old-fashioned teenage fun.
Good old-fashioned teenage
Come out to
fun.
last Friday, this Friday night.
Yeah, can't wait to see you.
See what's going on. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.